make sure the garage door is closed, plug the car in, lock the garage door, go to put the alarm on, go to bed. And when you get up with the dog in the morning, you feed the dog, turn off your alarm, right? Feed the dog. And before you go up to work, you open the garage door and unplug the car. Because otherwise, and he goes, okay. He goes, I think that's fair. He says, that's fair. I think that's something we could get into. You can go out and get your paper from the garage and this can be all part of your routine. And then my brother at breakfast, we went for his birthday, and he says, so what are you going to do when he's gone? I said, probably the same thing I always do.
Make him take the car to the chargeable one to the airport and plug it in there, and I will drive the one that has gasoline.
That's what I told him. I said, I probably won't drive that one. I'll drive the little one. I said, because I'll just stay away from it, you know, because I'm convinced that, yeah. And that's the other reason we have to clean up this side of the garage, because we have to get the plug put in to plug it in.
Right, yeah.
Because the plug is way over here on the other side of the
Well, and it's probably a different voltage than what's currently in your... So my in-laws came, and Jamie, my husband, took my in-laws down to Tennessee to go look at some houses and whatnot.
As you can see, a beautiful day out here. You'd have a fun time on a golf course.
But we're not going to get into that. That's like, do you have days? Like we can...
You're right, Gene.
Do you have days? That's just hours, days. But okay, so everybody else knows this. Like, we have 2 Cadillacs, not because of whatever. We happen to know the manager. We got really good deals, blah, blah, blah. I initially got the big boat, like the S6 or whatever, the biggest one that they stopped making it now. We call it the boat. And that was supposed to be my car.
I used to get in it and go ding 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 ding.
It's
huge. You know, it's huge.
I don't like the names of them because I cannot remember them.
Right.
But they're both. So now he wanted to have an SUV or some sort of truck to be able to haul things with. So we got an XT5. The SUV, right? He loved my car. Absolutely loved my car. Which was a dealer car.
Right.
So it was a demo car. It had, I don't know, 20,000 miles on it or something like that when I got it. And then I got the friends and family discount. It was a sweet deal. But my husband just loved this car. Loved it. Told all the guys at the shop that he loved it.
Yep. He even showed me that car.
So I fibbed, and I told him that he was going to have to switch vehicles with me because I couldn't park the big car at the grocery store parking lot and feel comfortable that I wasn't going to hit other cars. So I totally pulled the bad woman driver,
when it suits
card out of my pocket when it suits
my purpose.
My purpose is to keep him happy. He wanted to drive the car, and then I could drive the SUV, which I really didn't want to, but keep the boy happy. So we flipped vehicles. So I'm driving the SUV. He's driving the cushy bounce one. His parents come, and the cushy bounce one, it's down a little bit lower.
Yeah.
So he was like, is it all right if I take the SUV, take the parents in the SUV down to Tennessee? Okay, yep, that's fine. Sure. So he took the SUV.
Oh,
and I'm driving the boat. So I was going to see if you wanted to go for a luxury Sunday cruise, you would be the 2 old ladies driving down the road in the Cadillac with the windows down. We got, Snoop Dogg jamming out, going 25 miles an hour down the bricks. Would you like to do that?
You should have me drive because I'd be like this through the steering wheel.
Oh my gosh. But so he parks on the right, I park on the left in our garage, and like you can't get in on the passenger side in his
Right.
car. He's that close to the side of the garage. And so when I came home on Friday, he had gone down to pick them up at the airport, and then came back and parked in the SUV spot on the left. I have been pulling the SUV in on the left for the past 5 years.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
Yeah, it has. Wow.
This is the second one, by the way.
Oh yeah, because you did
Because I
have
had
right.
the other one that was
Right.
like a slightly different shade of gray.
Right. Right.
Another long story.
Yeah.
So I have never parked on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So I parked on the street.
I agree.
There are inches, like legit inches.
Oh, I know.
Legit inches in our garage because we have a 2-car garage, not
Right.
a 2.5-car garage.
Right.
It is tight to have an SUV and a big ass boat sedan. It's a
Right.
huge sedan.
Right.
And he kind of teased me a little bit. And I went, well, there's the whole I can't park it kind of thing. And I don't want...
Well, you don't have the same... It's not the same dimension.
I don't have the same peripheral... Like,
right, it's the same
everything
thing.
is...
The rental car that we had...
And of course, that's the night that it fucking snows.
Oh, of course.
And I have to go to work. You're fucking kidding me, people.
Of course. I'm surprised you didn't get an ice storm when you were out there going...
Right?
You know?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that was Friday morning. Friday morning, I got to go out to the street to get into my car.
Oh, that's so funny. Now, I sometimes... I park on... And I have a little car, but I park in the street mainly because I forget sometimes the neighbors will park a car in front of their house or they have someone over.
Mm-hmm.
And as a rule, I can usually swing right out of your driveway and be on my merry little way. And there are times that I have swung out of that and I'm like this close because I don't have a camera.
Behind. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't have a camera in my car. We will in the new one.
Their mom used to have a vehicle that they had parked there all the time.
Okay.
And this is right. I have a pretty steep driveway too.
Oh, she does.
Relatively steep driveway.
It's
for a
fine.
resident.
It's fine going here, and then all of a sudden it's like this, and then it goes like this.
Well, yeah, and I went over to their house a couple of winters ago, and I said, "Can I ask a favor?" I said, "Because when we get ice,
Right,
and which happens frequently here,
yeah,
I just slide down my driveway, like literally, legitimately just slide. Like
Right.
there's no stopping it."
right,
And I said, "I'm really afraid that I'm going to hit the car because it was right behind." Like
right there.
right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. And I'm like, I just really don't want to hit this car
For sure, yeah.
on accident. Like, but yeah, I can see that too. Like
Right.
just backing out, and you're
Right.
like, oh shit.
Well, you do. You don't think about it as a rule, and I hate.
You're looking for moving vehicles on either side, not
Exactly.
like a parked one.
Yeah. Well, and Mikey always parks his truck close enough that I don't have to worry when I come out of the garage, because I have to back in my car, and the Escape will have to be backed in this close in order
Right.
for the doors not to ding each car.
Right.
Because we have stuff along the sides.
Oh, Jamie and I have to fold our mirrors in.
This one does it automatic.
No, but I mean, we have to fold
Fold
them in.
mirrors in. Yeah. Well, I don't, it's just one of those things with this sizes of cars don't always go with the sizes. And my house was built in the 60s too.
Yeah, but I got big old fucking cars, so I shouldn't be able to get both of these, and we shouldn't be able to
Well,
get
no,
these
you
two.
shouldn't be able to. But
No.
you guys don't have a lot of extra equipment and all that
We
other
have
stuff.
nothing in our garage.
Except
for cars. Yeah.
Well, do you have golf stuff out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
golf stuff, golf hats, golf shoes. But everything else that we have, there's some shovels. There's there's like a spade. They're all hanging.
My garage is pretty much like my house, stuffed with stuff. That, if we have one screw, we have 12,000.
Do I need to have an episode of Hoarders over to your place?
Almost. Sometimes I think that might be the only way. And there are times that I think I just want to, when I'm on, and I even said this to my husband, I said, when we're on the cruise, I think I'm just going to call, one of these college people haulers that clean out
2 men
junk.
in a truck.
Yeah, or something, and just say, take anything that doesn't look like it belongs there. And I'll never know whether it's gone or not. I'm serious. And
I wonder, is that why you like to go on vacation?
Could be why I want to go. No, I just like to go. But I have it like here. Everything I use is like in my little nest. I'm a squirrel. I have everything I want. I may not need these at any given time, but I need to have them in the same neighborhood just in case I might have to pick them up and use them at some point, or I may need an extra little one just to do 2 stitches. But so they can't be way over here where I'd have to get up and walk to them because that's where they're supposed to be stored. No, I need everything like right here by my world. So when I went to work, my husband used to say, "Are you moving in?" I mean, there was always an umbrella in my backpack, mittens in my backpack, an extra pair of socks in my backpack, an extra pair of underwear. I had extra medication.
You would have been the best person to walk into The Price is Right. Back in the day. Y'all remember that?
Or let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal. Whatever it was, where it's like the audience member that has, a half-eaten alligator tail in their purse. Please come on up.
That'd be me. Well, and then last Sunday I spent 3 hours going through Coach bags, getting them ready, to put on Posh and stuff, and to send to Karen because she gets first choice. And I realized how many I actually have, and I was exhausted, so I stopped.
She stopped.
And then I was telling Carly.
And the ones you put up there have sold.
Yeah,
right?
everything sold.
Yeah.
The only reason I haven't put anything up is I want to make sure I have a box.
Get heart palpitations thinking that they're going to leave.
Yeah. Haven't used them in years.
Right. Haven't used this for ever. It's still got the fucking price tags on it, I'm sure. I use about 6 of the same ones. No, my Disney Dooney and Burke, I do go through those every once in a while. But I'll carry them for about a week, and then I feel like, ooh, this could get scratched. So then I go back to one of my other ones, and I put it away. So you never know. That's just how I am. Some people are like that, and some people aren't. And gotta love you.
Yeah, that's why people go on vacation. This is Sue's suitcase on vacation. Well, when I go on vacation,
my philosophy truly is
I'd have 4 of these on vacation for a weekend. Yeah, so that's how I am. So.
Yeah, for a weekend I need this.
And 2 pairs of underwear and
change clothes.
And that's about it. Not just in case I spill, I better bring an extra shirt.
Put it all into one normal yarn bag.
Yeah, not me. No way, no how. Not happening.
Here's my thought process on that. I used to go out to Vegas. My husband and I would go to Vegas. That's where his parents lived. For a week, 7 days. And we would go with a carry-on each. That's it. My philosophy was, why spend all the extra time packing, blah, 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 all the extra time at the airport, because,
sometimes it can be a while to get through the line to get your bags checked.
Worrying over
whether it's going to get there.
Or did I pack it?
Well,
when I could just go, wooshaw, I'm just going to take a couple things, and whatever the fuck else I need, I'll get there.
My sister was like that when you're.
I mean, bring your medication.
Oh, sure.
That
sure.
you know, the
Sure.
essentials. You know, make sure you have your glasses, your medications that you need.
Yeah.
But other than that,
well, when we go on the cruise, I will
fucking buy it there.
Well, see, I was much larger, and finding things was difficult.
Oh, okay.
So I have to admit that was one of always my biggest fears is I wouldn't find an extra T-shirt or a shirt. And I have to admit, even when we were in Mexico, and I prefer a double X because I like them roomy and stuff. Were harder to find than and their double X isn't the same as our double X. So that, sometimes the size. And so that was one of the rationales that always made me pack a little more. And because my sister usually worked up until 2 minutes before the flight left, she would take 2 pairs of underwear, a shirt, her scrubs, because she probably came home and went to work from the airport, because that's how she was. So I actually brought so much extra stuff for her. Do you have any shampoo? Yeah, here. Hey, did you bring any extra lotion? Do you got some Q-tips? You got such and so she's the one that really picks on me the most about having this big suitcase because.
Well, then maybe you should stop enabling her.
Well, this time I didn't have to. She brought more than I did.
But you see what I...
Yeah.
Like she relied on you to bring absolutely everything.
Everything because...
That Walmart, Walgreens, and Costco carries in your purse.
Which is true. And that worked. so that worked. But now I bring it because, well, one, what if it's hot and I get sticky and I have to change my shirt?
So do you also bring like Tide One wash packs to wash in the sink?
No, I don't do Chinese laundry. No, because you want to know why? We went to Australia, 21 days in a pretty good sized rooms, like a suite. And my sister brought this huge suitcase, 2 suitcases full of clothes. She wore the same 6 outfits the entire 21 days and washed them out and hung them in this bathroom. She even got our steward to go get her a piece of rope so she could swing it from one end to the other, okay? I would get up in the middle of the night. I didn't turn on lights. Scared the living bejeebies out of me. I changed my underwear I don't know how many times just getting to the toilet because she had all this stuff hanging. So I refused to do that. And I hear the cruise lines has a tendency to shrink stuff. So even though they don't wash my clothes with anybody else's clothes, their water, even if you say it's cold, wash it in cold water, it has a tendency to come back shrunk. So I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. And I don't let anybody, I surrender my underwear to no one. Yeah, even in the hospital, even if they come in and say, here, can you sign, we need your ID and your underwear. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you can't have my underwear. Oh, you're here for a chest x-ray. We need your underwear. And I'm like, no, you can't have it. So I surrender my underwear to no one. So I always have plenty of that. But in case, and I spill. So sometimes.
So the little spot things.
Yeah. And when I went to the Caribbean by myself, I was so mad at you because she was telling me, don't overpack. So I didn't overpack and I didn't have enough because I was so hot. So I now I overpack again. And one suitcase has all my stuff. My yarn, my crayons, my yarn, my extra shoes, maybe some yarn to do another project that I know I damn well won't get started, but I might, and things like that. And then if mine gets too heavy, I just shove it in Mikey's. because he never takes too much. And he has a CPAP, so I stuff everything in his CPAP container.
Oh my gosh, she stuffs shit everywhere.
I do have a hoarder's house. We live in my house is 2,600 square feet, and we probably live in about 3. It's his path.
You need help.
I do. And I don't let anybody come over because I don't want anybody to think less of me.
She needs help.
They look at my house
We
and
need
go,
an intervention.
oh my God, so whatever. Yeah, you do. You need. But how can you pass up this? This is beyond the cutest little thing I've ever seen in my life.
Easy. What are you going to do with it?
I have no clue.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. But I will.
It's very cute.
And it was $1.25, and it was like there. Yeah, I have a sickness, guys.
You like tchotchke shit.
I love tchotchke shit.
She likes tchotchke shit. I think we need to wrap this up.
Yes, because we're just kind of tchotchke.
I'm going to have this damn thing done by next week, and I'm going to pull out a whip, and I'm going to start working on another whip. I'm not.
We've heard that before.
Not starting another Musselburgh yet.
I'm going to take one on vacation. I'm going to have it started before I go. Because I don't want to do all that casting on.
Yeah, no. You need to get past the increase.
Increases so and I can just sit on the plane.
And where are you going to this time?
This time
the other side of Mexico?
Yeah.
The other side
We're
of
going
Mexico.
to Honduras, Belize, and Cozumel. And that's in May. So so I'll be gone, and maybe we can get Colleen or somebody come over to help you out.
Or we'll just
or just miss it that week.
We'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
Hit the notifications. You'll find out when the next podcast is up. So you guys have a fantastical week.
Yep, first week.
I'm gonna try and get all the glue off my hands from making 6 markers.
They look like calluses. Like she's been.
They do look like calluses, but it's not. It's just glue.
And come to Greencastle if you're in the area, if you know somebody, or even if
stop by, say hi.
She'll be there. I'll be wandering around, and leading, like we said, leading men for sure. Maybe Nettorious. You'll finally get to meet this wonderful Nettorious that we always talk about,
Miss Amy.
Which I think that would probably be a good one. For
I need
her
to contact her.
Yeah,
I need to contact her and find out if she's
on
going
Saturday.
to be there.
Because I'm sure she works on Friday. She's still a working person. I'm going Friday because I'm retired.
You're right.
Yeah, so it's easier for me to go.
Yeah, and if you want the good stuff, you got to get there early.
That's what everybody says.
Hey, you got my Musselburgh on. You have to come around for them to be able to see you.
Ha! See how great this hat is? This is just like the best hat ever.
It is the one that everybody goes to, at least in my my husband always goes to it.
Tried it on, was going to wear it.
Yeah,
and I said no, you're going to stretch it out, so I wouldn't let him. I'll make him one.
Wash it and shrink it. Bye, everybody. See you next time.
Bye bye.